Hi guys. Today is January 15th, 2026. How are you guys doing this morning? Feeling a lot better. Was in a lot of pain yesterday. I couldn't do a video, but yesterday something happened. Verizon actually went out. Their service went out. I think it was like 1.2 million customers actually were without service. I know this. I don't know the exact time, how long it lasted, but it affected a lot of people. I think people in Canada got affected, which I've seen some video float around. I didn't know people in Canada would phone service would be affected, but a big cellular outage happened yesterday. Also, a part of El Paso, Texas, the grid actually went down, and people were actually without electricity for quite a while. But I keep telling you, folks, this is basically what our new reality, our future will be like. All right, guys. So you kind of have to get used to it. It's something I actually been prepping you guys for a long time, but at the same time, sometimes people have to actually go through things for things to start register, and for them to actually start look into themselves and realize, oh wow, something's not normal, some things are changing. Guys, nothing is no longer the same. And if you can't see that by now, you're never going to see it. By the time you realize what's really happening, it's going to be too late, because you're not prepared to go through the storms that's actually coming ahead. We're gonna have electrical outage on a regular, guys. As soon as they're on the way, I will try to keep you guys posted, let you know what's basically coming. So you got to start doing your own due diligence now, starting to realize, hey, listen, what do I need? If I don't have electricity, what other stuff am I going to need for my family? Now, that's where a bug out bag come into play, which I talk about in other videos. And trust me, every time I mention the word bug out bag, somebody always asks me, what do I need in my bug out bag? I've done this video so many times. All you got to do, get on YouTube, type in Nick Thomas and the word bug out bag. You're going to find maybe 2 or 3 videos that I talk about this thing over and over and over again. So it's a question every time I mention this word, I get in my inbox on a lot of my platforms. So once again, just follow me on YouTube. Just type in Nick Thomas, and you'll find me in I think on YouTube is Nick Thomas TV. You find me on YouTube, follow my page, and you just go to search mark through my video, type in the word bug out bag, and the video will pop up, and you can watch it. And they're pretty detailed, so you can understand what I'm saying and the stuff that you're going to need. Every person on this planet, it doesn't matter where you're at. I don't care if you're in South America. I don't care if you're in the eastern part of the world, the western part of the world. If you're watching my video, and if you want to stay informed, and if you want to be ahead, and if you want to stay prepared, each person in your household should have a bug out bag. All right. Also, you can go on Spotify. Follow me on Spotify. It's Nick Thomas Show. Go to Spotify, type in Nick Thomas Show, and follow that profile. Follow that page. I do a lot of videos in extreme detail on the things that you're going to need in these type of situation. Now, again, guys, seismic activity is something that's going to be ramping up the further we move into the future, because I told you guys, we have 200 years of this to deal with. Don't ask me how I know. But if you're not prepared to go through this for the next 200 years, your life is going to be miserable. You're just going to be living in denial and wondering you're going to see the world falling apart around you. And you just don't want to take off the glasses to look at what's really happening. You just rather stay blind. And I hate, it's not, again, guys, be very careful with my words. I'm not trying to be an alarmist. All right. So please don't think I'm trying to spread fear or nothing like that. It's just that if you're new to my page, if you're new to my information, you're probably one of the first thing you'll think, oh, I don't do my videos for clickbait. If you think that I'm doing my content to get clicks no. Do me a favor. You don't need to pay attention to my content, because I'm not making this content for people with that type of mindset. If you have an open mindset and willing to learn and willing to see things for what it is, I welcome you. Subscribe. You can follow me on my other social media pages. My username, basically, for most of them, pretty much all of them, talking about Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, X, it's Mixmaster Excel, spelled just like it pronounced, MIXMASTERXL. Take it to all of them. And also, again, on Spotify, Nick Thomas Show. Follow me there. A lot of my episodes are in detail where I explain fully, so people can understand the times you're in, and know within yourself that, listen, it's not going to get better. It's going to escalate in every single aspects of our lives. With the cost of living, it's just going to get even crazier. The weather, natural disasters, the weather we have to deal with, the storm, the winter weather is just going to get even crazier. Summer weather, the heat we got to deal with, it's just going to get even crazier due to the fact that we're dealing with electromagnetic disturbances. And the reason why this is going to get even crazier in the summertime is because our electromagnetic field is weakening. So more UV ray is actually coming in on us. What normally protect us from these things, it's getting a lot weaker. So we're not that protected anymore. The planet is not getting hotter. Know this. The planet is actually cooling off. But during the summertime, you'll think something otherwise. It's not because the planet is getting hotter, guys. Is our electromagnetic field is getting extremely weak. This is because of electromagnetic disturbances, and it's a topic I talk about all the time in details, and why it affects people behavior. The behavior of people will get worse. I'm sorry. I'm just a pragmatic realist. I'm not a negative person. I see it for what it is. I'm going to call it. I'm going to be as transparent as I possibly can. I try to keep people aware of every single aspects of the stuff that's happening to our planet, especially when it comes to natural disasters. And I give myself a tap on the back. I think I'm doing a good job because most of the things I've been saying is happening. It's just unfolding. By knowing, guys, there's leverage. This type of information is leverage. You have the advantage over the average person. And not a lot of people are going to accept it. And I've come to terms with that. The stuff I talk about in my content, it's not going to be accepted by a lot of people. It's simply because of cognitive dissonance. What I normally say, go against beliefs. What they were taught from the moment they were born till adulthood. So me coming along, giving information that will shift those beliefs, it's not going to be accepted by a lot of people. I will be shunned, and that's okay. If you have an open mind and you want to see things for what they are, want to learn, one of the smartest thing I've ever heard, the illiterates of the 21st century are not the folks who can learn, unlearn, and relearn. It's not those people. Sorry, I didn't quote it right. I'm sorry. The illiterates of the 21st century are not the ones who can't read or write. The true illiterates are the ones who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. That's what I meant to say. Think about what I just said. The true illiterates of the 21st century are not those who cannot read or write. It's the people who cannot learn, unlearn, or relearn. Everything you were taught, you got to put it aside and you got to start doing your own research. What we're taught as a kid, the way things are going to, it's not going to unfold like that. It's not going to. Trust me. There's an army coming. There's a savior coming. But it's not the way certain books depict these things. They're in extraterrestrial beings and they're in flying saucers. However you want to take it. But I am going to be real to myself and I am going to be transparent. I know by research we were created by a super advanced being called the Anunnaki because they needed slaves to dig for the gold. It's that simple. This is their planet. They're coming back for it. Once again, stay tuned for more episodes. And I do appreciate the love and the support.